Well, hello everyone and welcome back. Glad you could join me again. Today we're going to be looking at some great deals going on right now at Harbor Freight. In fact, we're going to be looking at the Inside Track Club deals for March 2025. And this flyer is available for you at my website under the Extras tab. You can check it out anytime you like, and that way you can easily and cleanly see everything that's available in this flyer. There's a domain right there. Type that into your browser. Head on over there. Under the Extras tab, you can find this and all the other sales that go on all year long for Harbor Freight. So let's take a look at some of the stuff that's on sale right now. And all these deals are available from the beginning of March all the way until the 27th of March. So you have an entire month to take advantage of all these deals. No matter when you see this video, you can still go in and take advantage of whatever deals you find in here. And I should point out also, if you're watching this at the time of the parking lot sale, some deals may be cheaper at the parking lot sale. You may want to check that out. But if you're watching this after the parking lot sale, then there's nothing to worry about. You can grab all these prices. They're totally independent of what's going on at the parking lot sale. Anyway, so let's dig in and see what it is available. We have over 100 different flyers of great stuff available for ITC members. So Inside Track Club members, you can start off by looking at this Hercules 20-volt brushless cordless 1/2 inch ultra torque impact wrench for $220 right now. And this guy includes the battery and the charger, so it's a complete setup. You don't even need to buy the battery and charger separately. So normally this is $250. Right now it's $30 off. And it does come with a 5-year and 3-year warranty, 5 years on the tool, 3-year on the battery. But I would say don't rely too heavily on that. Check it out first when you buy it. Make sure it works properly within the 90-day period. That is your no questions asked guarantee right there. You can return it for any reason within the 90 days. After that, it gets a little bit flaky because the 5-year and 3-year has a lot of exceptions to it. So there is a lot of possibility where they can just say no. Like, for example, if you buy this for home use, you're probably covered without any trouble at all. If you buy it for commercial use, they can always say no, because it does say in the exclusions that if it's used for commercial industrial use, then the warranty is void. Read through that if you're curious, depending on what you want to use it for. Make sure you're covered. And if you're looking for a jack, here you have the Daytona 3-ton professional floor jack with rapid pump for $120. And this guy comes in 4 different colors: orange, black, green, and blue. Normally this guy's $160, so it's $40 off right now. And I happen to remember that this guy is also at the parking lot sale, so you may want to check out that flyer either right here on my website, or you can check out the video on my channel. I cover all that for the parking lot sale, and they do have a 3-ton and a 4-ton on the parking lot sale. In fact, this guy also, the Pittsburgh 2-ton low-profile aluminum racing floor jack with rapid pump, is also on the parking lot sale. I don't remember the prices, but I do remember seeing them, so you may want to shop and compare. $140 right now for this guy all month long. Normally $185, so that's $45 you save on this guy. And let's see, what do we have? We have the Central Machinery 3.5 cubic foot cement mixer for $190. Normally $270, so that's $80 you save right there. At least for the time being, they still have this guy, which is the cheapest cement mixer out there. And they also have the plastic bucket one, which is more expensive. It's about $300. And that one has a plastic bucket, so it doesn't corrode. So you have a choice of which one to get, but this one is definitely the cheapest one on the market. And here we are looking at a plasma cutter. Now, they do have a bunch of welders from Titanium on the parking lot sale, but I don't think they have any plasma cutters. So if you're looking for a plasma cutter, this would be the only opportunity to grab it right here on sale. So here you have the Titanium 65 amp plasma cutter for $900, normally $1,200, so that's $300 you save right there. Pretty good savings. And if you're looking for some V-groove combination wrenches, here you have a 14-piece set from Pittsburgh with a lifetime warranty for $35. Normally $45, so that's about $10 off or 22% off. And it does come in SAE or metric. And here you have a welder. Like I said, there are a bunch of them at the parking lot sale, and there's a bunch of them here. So here we have the Titanium Unlimited 140 Professional Multi-Process Welder. I don't think this one is on the parking lot sale. $440 right now, normally $600, so that's $160 you save. And if you plan on doing some drywalling, here you have the Franklin 150-pound capacity drywall panel hoist for $180, normally $220, so that's 40 bucks you save. And the Pittsburgh 1500-pound capacity vehicle dollies, a two-piece set for 40 bucks, normally 65, so that's 38% off. And let's see, how about if you need a table saw? The Warrior 15 amp 10-inch table saw for 105 bucks, normally 160, so that's 55 bucks you save. Or if you need a convertible hand truck, the Costco 3-in-1 convertible hand truck for 150 bucks, normally 170, so that's 20 bucks you save. And how about if you need another plasma cutter? Here is a different one, the Titanium 45 amp plasma cutter for 750 bucks. The other one was too much for you. This is a little cheaper right here. 750 bucks, normally 800, so that's 50 bucks you save. And how about if you need an Earthquake 1-inch D-handle aluminum air impact wrench, 8-inch extended anvil, pinless, 2,500 foot-pounds capacity, 230 bucks for this guy right now, normally 300, so that's 70 bucks you save. And if you need a top chest to complete out your tool organization, here you go with the US General Series 4, 56 by 22 inch top chest, available in 8 different colors. You get it in red, black, gray, green, white, orange, yellow, and blue. 500 bucks for this guy right now, normally 600, so that's 100 bucks you save. And how about a steel motorcycle lift? Here you go with the Pittsburgh 1,000-pound capacity steel motorcycle lift for 440 bucks. Normally 550, so that's 110 bucks you save. And if you need a transfer pump, there you have that one for 60 bucks. And how about a variable speed hammer drill driver from Bauer, 7.5 amp, 1/2 inch for 30 bucks, normally 45, so that's 33% off. Or the Franklin 800-pound capacity appliance hand truck, 110 bucks for this guy, normally 130, so you can save 20 bucks right now. And this little guy right here, the Hallmaster 18-inch step stool working platform. You know, I have this little guy. It's not a bad little guy, fairly good quality, stable, secure. I use it for working on the roof of my truck or something when I got to wash it or polish it, buff it, anything like that. Comes in handy for that. If you have a tall truck, SUV, any of that, can come in very handy. 30 bucks for this guy right now, normally 40, so that's 25% off. And how about if you need another motorcycle ATV lift, a different style here? Here you go with the Pittsburgh 1,500-pound capacity aluminum ATV motorcycle lift for 210 bucks. Normally 230, so that's 20 bucks you save. And if you plan on doing some cleaning up in your yard, get rid of some dead trees and so forth, here you have a gas-powered chainsaw from Portland. The 42cc 18-inch chainsaw for 150 bucks. Normally 180, so that's 30 bucks you save. And in case you're not familiar, this is a rebranded Poulan Pro. So if you can find a Poulan Pro anywhere else cheaper, go ahead and grab that one. It's the same identical machine. And if you need a different table saw, here you go from Hercules. The Hercules 10-inch 15-amp composite job site table saw with rack and pinion fence. 300 bucks for this guy right now, normally 380, so that's 80 bucks you save. And the Zurich ZR13 OBD2 code reader with ABS, SRS, and Fix Assist for 120 bucks, normally 150, so that's 30 bucks off right now. Normally, I don't recommend these guys. I think they're not as good as what they charge for them. I mean, there's a lot better quality ones out there. I have an entire playlist where I review all sorts of different scanners and so forth. You can go check that out. You got a lot of different choices in there. Pick the one that suits your needs. In fact, I got another one coming real soon that I found a lot of other YouTubers found it to be a really good scanner, so I decided to give it a shot myself. I may do a review on that real soon, and I'll put a video letting you guys know what I think. And how about if you need some deep sockets? Here you go from Pittsburgh. The 3/8-inch drive color-coded deep socket set, 10 pieces for 10 bucks. That's $1 a piece right there. Normally 13 bucks, so that's 23% off or about 3 bucks. And it comes in SAE or metric. And how about if you need a jigsaw? Now this guy is not on the parking lot sale as far as I remember. Neither is this vacuum. So these are the best deals right here. Neither is this saw. So these three guys are not on the parking lot sale. Here you go with the 6.5 amp orbital variable speed jigsaw with laser guide. Here you go, 35 bucks for this guy right now. Normally 50, so that's 30% off. If you want a 14-gallon wet dry shop vac from Bauer, $100 right now, normally $120. So that's $20 you save, and it comes with all the accessories, the filter, all that kind of stuff. Now over here we have the Bauer 14 amp 7¼ inch circular saw, so that's a full-size circular saw. And it is a plug-in. You got to plug this guy into the wall. It's not battery operated. $30 for this guy right now, normally $50, so that's 40% off, or about $20 you save. And one thing to keep in mind also, the blade is sold separately on this guy. It does not come with the blade. That's one of the things you have to be careful with Harbor Freight. Their cheaper saws generally do not bring the blades. They're more expensive ones like the Hercules and stuff, they do. So always check before you leave the store, because if you don't have a blade at home, you're going to have to drive back to buy another blade. So check it there when you're in the store. If it does not come with the blade, you may want to buy one while you're already there. And here you go. How about from Quinn, the Master Bit Socket Set. 87-piece set for $75. Normally $100, so that's $25 you save. Now these Quinns are on sale right now. Every Quinn item is on sale at the parking lot sale, so you may want to check that out and see if you can get a better savings than the $75, because I think all the Quinns, if I remember correctly, are like 40% off. So $25 off, I don't know if that's 40% or less. You'd have to do the math on that. But check that out. Whatever Quinn item you want to look at, you can get a good discount right now during the parking lot sale. And how about if you need a portable jump starter from Centec, the 750 peak amp portable jump starter and power pack for $50. This guy is normally $60, so that's 16% off. And if you want some flap disc, here you go from Warrior, the 4.5-inch by 7/8 Type 27 flap disc. These guys are also on the parking lot sale. I don't know if they're like 40% off, 50%, something like that. I think it's more like 40%. So you can get this guy right now for $2, normally $5. So that's about $3 off or 60% off. So this actually may be a better savings than at the parking lot sale, 60%. There you go. And how about if you need a pliers set? I believe this set is also at the parking lot sale. The Pittsburgh pliers set, 6 pieces for $10, normally $15. That's about $5 off or 33% off. And if you want a bench drill press with a light from Bauer, the 8-inch 5-speed drill press for $80, normally $90. So that's 11% off. And if you want a parts washer, here you go from Central Machinery, the 20-gallon parts washer with high flow parts, $120. Normally $140, so that's $20 you save. And if you want a really cheapy reciprocating saw, here you go from Warrior, the 6-amp rotating handle variable speed reciprocating saw for only $19. That's under $20, normally $28, so that's 32% off. That's about $10 off right there. And remember, right there, blades sold separately, so you got to buy some blades for this guy. And if you're looking for a hammer drill, here you go from Bauer, the 20-volt cordless 1/2-inch hammer drill driver kit with a 1.5 amp hour battery and charger for $52. Normally $65, so that's 20% off. Not a bad little deal on that guy. And if you need a welding helmet, here you go from Chicago Electric, the Blue Design auto darkening welding helmet for $33. Normally $45. So that's a good savings right there, 26% off, about $10 or so. And if you need a hydraulic bottle jack, here you go from Pittsburgh, a 12-ton bottle jack for only $25, normally $40. So that's 37% off. That's not too bad. Or if you need an SDS Max type demolition hammer with maximum vibration control from Hercules, 14.5 amp, 23 pounds, $300 for this guy right now, normally $380. So that's $80 you save. Or if you need a different lift for your ATV or mower, here you go from Fisher, 750-pound capacity heavy-duty ATV lifter, $230 right now, normally $280, so that's $50 off. And here you go if you need a swivel TV mount, the Armstrong 17x42 mount, there you go for only $7, normally $10, so that's about $3 off or 30% off. And the Bauer 10-inch dual bevel sliding compound miter saw for $180, normally $250, so that's $70 you save. And again, the blade is sold separately. Like I said, I think only the Hercules might be the ones that bring the blade. Everything else does not. So bear that in mind when you go there. Remember to pick up the blade, and you're also going to spend a bit more money than the advertised price for this guy. And if you're looking for a vise, here you go with the Doyle 6-inch swivel vise with anvil and pipe jaws for $180. Normally $230, so that's $50 you save. And a welding clamp, there you go. You can get one for $20. If you need a 12-inch tire with 5-lug rim, there you go. Maybe for a trailer or something like that, $70 for that guy. If you need a premium gravity feed air spray gun with side fan control, you can get this guy from Spectrum for $100. Normally $130, so that's $30 you save. Comes in either HVLP or HTE compliant. You have a choice. And how about if you need an angle grinder? A big guy here, a 13 amp 4.5 incher to 6 inch from Hercules. $80 for this guy right now, normally $100, so that's about $20 you save. And from Franklin, the 6-foot Type 2 225-pound capacity fiberglass step ladder for $65, normally $80, so that's 18% off. Now, I would say also you may want to check and compare if either Lowe's or Home Depot has a better price on this. If not, grab it here. And if you need a wheel kit for your generator, there you go from Predator, 10-inch wheel kit for $54, normally $60, so that's a few bucks off right there. And if you need some sanding paper, here you go from Hercules, a 9-inch by 11-inch wet dry sanding paper 5-pack. Comes in $320, $400, $600, $1,000, $1,200, $1,500, and $2,000 grit for $4, normally $530. So that's about 24% off. And I always like to point out, guys, I have not used the Hercules sandpaper, but most of the other sandpaper that I've tried from Harbor Freight is not the best quality. It generally tends to clog up rather quickly. So if you guys have used the Hercules paper, be sure to let us know what you think about it. That way we can all get informed. And if you need a winch mount, here you go from Badland, a 12,000-pound capacity winch hitch mount for $70. That way you can put your winch right there, carry it along with you anywhere you want to go. $70, normally $80, so that's about $10 off or 12% off. And if you need a flat sweeper soaker hose from One Stop Garden, you can get this guy for $8, normally $10, so that's 20% off. And keep in mind, these hoses may seem like a really good idea, but they have a tendency to get clogged up. Because remember, what can go out can also come back in. So when it soaks the soil, it turns to mud and it can close up the holes and get the hose all clogged up. So keep that in mind. And how about if you need a metal detector? You want to find some gold doubloons? There you go from Gordon, the high precision metal detector. This guy actually may be able to find gold. I don't know. Here you go for $100 right now, normally $140, so that's $40 you save. And if you need a tarp, here you go, the 9 by 11 footer, $10 right now, normally $13, that's 23% off. And if you want some gloves, the Hardy Professional Mechanics gloves for $8, normally $10, that's 20% off. Now these guys, if you're watching this video during the parking lot sale, all the Hardy gloves will be on sale 50% off. So you may want to get these at the parking lot sale. It's a whole lot better than 20% off. And how about if you need a professional air hammer chisel set, 6-piece set for $50, normally $60, so that's 16% off for about $10. And if you need a welding cart, you can get this guy from Vulcan, 350-pound capacity for only $100, normally $110, so you save $10. And from Fortress, the 1-gallon, 135 PSI ultra quiet hand carry job site air compressor for $130, normally $160, so that's $30 you save. This guy will not be at the parking lot sale, so this is probably the best price you can get right there. And if you want a different angle grinder, you can check this one out from Hercules, 15 amp, 7-inch to 9-inch trigger grip angle grinder for $100, normally $130, so you save $30. Again, these guys here, the Hardy gloves, only 30%. Right now, $7, normally $10. Check out the parking lot sale. It's a whole lot cheaper. The Vulcan gloves, though, on the other hand, are not on sale, so you can get it here. The professional TIG welding gloves for only $10. Normally $13, so that's 23% off. These guys are not Hardy, so they will not be on sale. And if you need a 2-foot triple tap 3-outlet extension cord, there you go for $350 right now. Normally $5, that's 30% off. You need a submersible sump pump, there you go, $100 for that guy. Or a different SDS hammer, you can get this guy from Bauer, the 8.5 amp 1-inch SDS type variable speed rotary hammer for $90, normally $120, so that's $30 off. And how about a 56-inch round point shovel for only 10 bucks? You need an electric chipper shredder. You can get this guy from Portland for 100 bucks. Normally 135, so that's 35 bucks you save. Or from Badlands, a 2,000-pound utility trailer winch with steel rope for 48 bucks. Normally 55, that's 12% off. And how about if you need from Vanguard a 25-foot 12 by 3 gauge multiple outlet extension cord with indicator light for only 18 bucks. An 11 by 23 all-purpose weather-resistant tarp. You can get this guy for only 15 bucks right now, normally 18. And from Cover Pro, a 10 by 10 portable shed for 140 bucks right now, normally 175, so that's 35 bucks off. They have a bigger one of these guys at the parking lot sale, so you may want to check that out. 10-inch worry-free tire with polyurethane hub, 12 bucks. You can get this guy right now, normally 14, so you save a couple of bucks. Or a 2-ton capacity under hoist safety stand for 75 bucks, normally 90, so that's 16% off. A 300-pound capacity air wedge and leveling tool for 10 bucks. And how about if you need some synthetic rope from Badlands, 12,000-pound capacity, 80-foot by 3/8-inch rope for 110 bucks, normally 130, save yourself 20 bucks. And this guy right here, the Bauer 1.2 amp corner detail sander with sealed on-off switch for only 20 bucks, normally 25 bucks, that's 20% off. And here you go, another Quinn Mechanics tool set. The 1/2-inch drive SAE and metric master socket set with 83 pieces, 130 bucks right now, normally 150, that's 20 bucks you save. Again, 50% off on this guy or 40% off, something like that at the parking lot sale. Go check that out. And this guy right here, the Chicago Electric 100-watt soldering gun kit for 20 bucks, normally 28. That's 28% off. Either way, this guy is a definite no-go. Do not buy this guy. I have this guy. It is a horrible piece of garbage. I got this guy a while back. I made a review on it. I thought it was a really good soldering gun. And then it kept breaking on me. I returned it like 3 times, and 3 times it broke again. And I never really got to use it much at all. Like, I would use it to weld 1 or 2 things and it would break. So it's definitely a piece of garbage. Do not waste your 20 bucks on this guy. Basically, I tried to even open it up and see if there was something I could do to fix it. There isn't. It is just basically a switch, a lot of empty space in here, and a transformer up here, which is what causes the heating elements to heat up. That's it. The transformer goes bad. It is that poor a quality. I got to see if maybe I can find a transformer from something that dies on me. Maybe I can swap it out and get this thing working again. It just hurts that I never really got to use it. After using it once or twice, it goes bad. It is horrible. So definitely learn from my mistake. Don't buy it. And if you want a Drummond submersible pump, here you go. Another one for 115 bucks. Or if you want some step drill bit sets from Bauer, 20 bucks for these guys, the black oxide drill set, normally 28, so that's 28% off. Or a really cheapy little OBD2 code reader from Centec for 28 bucks, normally 37, that's 26% off. Guys, do not throw away your 28 bucks. This is not worth buying. First of all, if you really want one, you can get it at Walmart for like under 20 bucks. Second of all, you can get it for free at O'Reilly's or AutoZone or any of those places. If you go to O'Reilly's, AutoZone, any auto parts store, they will lend it to you and you can scan your vehicle out in the parking lot for free. And they generally give you something like this. And this is your most basic of basic OBD2 code reader. If you have anything complicated in your vehicle, this guy will not read it. So, I mean, unless you're scanning a vehicle from the early 90s, don't even bother with it. It is really that poor. So go to AutoZone. You can get the same thing for free. And if you're an Icon guy, here you go with the 3/8-inch drive professional long reach flex head ratchet with comfort grip for 45 bucks, normally 55. That's 10 bucks you save or 18% off. From Merlin, the dual head air chuck inflator with dial gauge for 10 bucks, normally 15. Save yourself 5 bucks. How about if you need a contractor grade hose, the 50-foot by 3/4 inch from Niagara, 34 bucks right now, normally 38, so that's 10% off. From Pittsburgh, a 3-jaw puller set, 4-piece set for 28 bucks, normally 42, that's 33% off. Hallmaster, the 600-pound capacity trailer dolly for 50 bucks, normally 60, so that's 16% off. Here you go for the Hercules 20-volt, 12-amp-hour extreme performance lithium-ion battery. Wow, 12-amp-hour. That is a huge battery. Probably weighs quite a bit too, but here you go for 110 bucks for this guy. Normally 130, so that's 20 bucks off. You need some D-Anchor, a 2-pack for 2 bucks. You need a square nose shovel, 56-incher. There you go, 10 bucks right now. And if you need a snatch block, you can get it for Badlands for 25 bucks. Or if you need some 3-ton aluminum jack stands from Pittsburgh, 40 bucks for these guys right now, normally 50, so that's 20% off or 10 bucks you save. And from Central Machinery, a 2.5-liter ultrasonic cleaner for 75 bucks, normally 90, that's 16% off. And if you need an air regulator set, here you go from Merlin, the 1/2-inch NPTF industrial air regulator for 70 bucks, normally 100, so that's 30 bucks you save. You need some rubber air hose from Merlin again, 3/8-inch by 100-foot rubber air hose for 40 bucks, normally 50, so that's 20% off on that guy. Or if you want to do some motorcycle work, the 1,800-pound capacity motorcycle stand with wheel chuck, 55 bucks for this guy right now, normally 70, that's 22% off. And if you need some Hercules cutoff wheels, here you go, the 4.5-inch by 7/8 Type 1 to 41 metal cutoff wheels, a 10-pack for 7 bucks. That's about 70 cents a piece. Normally it's 13 bucks, so that's 46% off. And if you need a 2-way Y hose connector, 5 bucks right there. Or a 32-inch polypropylene folding sawhorse with a bar clamp, 500-pound capacity for 20 bucks. Normally 25, so that's 20% off or about 5 bucks you save. And if you need some 6-foot 2-gauge inverter cable set, 35 bucks from Jupiter right there. You need an electronic safe. You can get it from Union for 25 bucks. For you Icon fellows again, here you go with the 3/8-inch drive 40 to 200 inch-pound professional compact click type torque wrench for 100 bucks. Normally 120, so that's 20 bucks off on that. You need a different kind of vise. Here you go from Central Machinery. The 6-inch swivel vise with anvil for 65 bucks. You want a PVC rubber hybrid air hose, you can get it from Merlin, 3/8-inch by 50-footer for 23 bucks. Normally 30, that's about 7 bucks you save or 23% off. You need a triple ball trailer hitch with mount, 35 bucks right now for this guy, normally 40, that's 12% off. Or if you need the Maddox locking lug nut master key set, 16 pieces for 70 bucks, normally 110, so you can save 40 bucks right now. Or from Icon, the extended reach ratcheting serpentine tool belt kit for 50 bucks, normally 70, so that's 28% off. That's not bad if you take off a lot of serpentine belts, 50 bucks. And from Braun, if you need a 7,000 lumens 2-foot linkable motion sensing LED hanging shop light for 35 bucks, normally 40, so that's about 5 bucks you save or 12% off. And if you need some off-road light wiring kit for 20 bucks right now, normally 30, that's 33% off. Or if you want from Badlands the 5,500-pound UTV short drum winch with synthetic rope, 220 bucks for this guy right now, normally 250, so you save 30 bucks. Or the double-sided floor rack 74-bin modules from Storehouse, 120 bucks right now, normally 150, so that's 30 bucks you save. Or if you want the 3-point quick hitch 27 and 3/16-inch clearance for 120 bucks right now, normally 140, save yourself 20 bucks. Or from Hallmaster, some 800-pound capacity 11-inch by 80-inch center fold steel single ramp for 70 bucks. So you need to buy 2 of these guys to use them properly. Unless you have a motorcycle, then you only need 1 ramp. 70 bucks right now, normally 85, that's 17% off. And from StickTech, the 55 by 1.88 clear packing tape, a 3-pack for 4 bucks, normally 6, that's 33% off. And some of my viewers say that this tape is terrible quality, so I'm just passing that along. And how about if you need an 8-inch bench grinder with LED light from Bauer for 80 bucks, normally 90, so that's 11% off. Or if you need a wireless winch remote, you can get this guy from Badlands for 50 bucks, normally 60, so that's 16% off. Or how about if you want a 3/8-inch drive SAE and metric spark plug socket set, 14-piece set for 60 bucks, normally 75, that's 20% off. And I would think since this is a socket set from Quinn, you can probably get 40% off on this guy at the parking lot sale. Better than 20%. And how about if you need some flare nut wrench set, 5 pieces from Quinn for 30 bucks? Normally 40, that's 25% off, comes in SAE or metric. And the 350-pound folding miter saw stand for saws up to 10 inches from Warrior. You can get this guy for 40 bucks right now, normally 70, that's 42% off. Or a butane micro torch for 9 bucks, normally 13, that's 30% off. You know, guys, I would not recommend getting this guy because the last time I checked, this guy had no warranty at all. I don't even think it has the 90-day warranty. At least, unless they changed it, the last time I looked at the webpage, this said no warranty. So once you buy it, it's yours, even if it doesn't work. So check that out. If it says no warranty, then stay away from it. And how about if you need some jumper cables? Here you go with the 20-foot 4-gauge heavy-duty jumper cables from Viking for 25 bucks. Normally 28. That's a couple of bucks you save. You need a 13-inch flat-free tire with steel hub. 20 bucks right there. The Bauer 5.8-inch 4.5-inch compact circular saw for 45 bucks. Normally 65, so that's about 20 bucks you save. 30% off. And always use this guy with eye protection and both hands on the saw. It has a tendency to kick back because it is very lightweight, so do keep that in mind. And you need another submersible pump right there, 180 bucks, or a 6-foot, 6,400-pound capacity lifting sling for 8 bucks right there. Didn't we just see this before? This might be a different floor mount parts rack. 90 bucks for this guy, normally 120. And how about if you need a professional needler, air needler scaler for 70 bucks from Chief, normally 100, that's 30 bucks off. You need a 120 watt continuous sine wave power inverter, 20 bucks right now from Jupiter, or a universal paint system starter kit, 17 pieces for 10 bucks from Spectrum. Now these are some that you can probably get a good discount on as well at the parking lot sale if you're watching this video before the sale is over. The 1/2-inch drive SAE low profile impact socket set for 22 bucks. The 1/2-inch drive metric low profile impact socket for 31 bucks. And these guys are from Icon. 3/8-inch professional triple square impact socket set, 9 pieces for 25 bucks, normally 35. So that's 28% off on that guy. And from Chief, the 1/4-inch professional mini angle die grinder, 35 bucks, normally 50. That's 30% off. Or the Pierce 18-gauge professional hardwood brad nailer for 40 bucks, normally 60, so that's 33% off, or about 20 bucks you save. Or from Icon, the 1/2-inch drive 25-inch professional breaker bar with TPR grip, 35 bucks for this guy right now, normally 45 bucks, so you save about 10 bucks on that guy. And if you need some comfort grip knee pads, there you go, $7 for this guy right now, normally 10. Or if you want from McGraw 6-inch random orbit air sander for 30 bucks, normally 40. And a 16-inch tool bag with 6 pockets from Hercules for 12 bucks, normally 17. That's about 6 bucks off right there. Or if you want a different random orbit sander, here's another one from McGraw 6-inch self-vacuuming air sander. 35 bucks for this guy, normally 45. And if you need a coupler set, you can get this guy from Merlin, the Steel Industrial Quick Coupler Set, 5 pieces for 4 bucks, normally 5, so you only save $1. And another motorcycle wheel chuck for 30 bucks. And if you want a 7-watt solar panel kit, there you go, 25 bucks from Thunderbolt Solar. A deluxe flaring toolkit from Maddox for 50 bucks. Or another PVC rubber hybrid air hose, 3/8 by 25 from Merlin for 15 bucks. And one of these 4-volt cordless power cutters for 25 bucks. These guys are not too bad. I've even used it to cut carpeting, so they're pretty good. And if you want a 1,000-pound capacity dirt bike stand, you can get it for 28 bucks. Or a pressure washer turbo nozzle for 27 bucks, normally 30, so that's a couple of bucks you save. Or from US General, a magnetic spray can and screwdriver holder for 10 bucks, comes in 7 different colors, normally 15. Or a new item from Bauer, the 22-inch variable speed scroll saw for 230 bucks, normally 250, so that's 20 bucks off. Or a 46-inch fiberglass handle drain spade for 10 bucks. Or how about this guy from Central Machinery, a 12-ton hydraulic pipe bender for 120 bucks. You need a canvas drop cloth 4-foot by 15-footer for 9 bucks. From Thunderbolt Magnum, you can get some CR2032 lithium button cell batteries, a 4-pack for $2.20. And a long barrel air hammer from McGraw for 30 bucks. You need a 400 amp TRMS auto-ranging digital clamp meter from Centec for $19. Or how about a bending brake from Central Machinery, 30-inch mountable bending brake for 55 bucks? Or how about a 21-degree framing nailer from Pierce for 160 bucks? Another utility pump, 70 bucks right there. How about a 3.5-inch rubber swivel caster for 5 bucks? And some aluminum oxide angle sanding sponges, a 6-pack for $4.70. A parachute hammock with adjustable tree straps for 15 bucks, so you want to relax sometime outside in the summertime? There you go, save yourself a few bucks there. Or a 30-amp solar charger controller for 60 bucks from Thunderbolt Solar, normally 75, that's 22% off. Or a different type of air hose from Earthquake XD, the 3/8" by 50-foot hybrid air hose for 30 bucks, normally 35, save yourself about 5 bucks there. Or a high-flow hand air pump for 13 bucks, normally 15. Or if you need an 18-inch steel pipe wrench, you can get this guy from Pittsburgh for 7 bucks, normally 9, save yourself a couple of bucks. Or from Earthquake XD, the 3/8" by 50-foot industrial grade air hose reel for 128 bucks, normally 170, that's 42 bucks you save. And they do happen to have the Central Pneumatic one on sale, just like this guy, on sale at the parking lot sale for only about $49, $59, something like that. So you may want to check that out. It's a lot cheaper than this one, and it's the same thing. Or from Doyle, the 10-inch high-performance groove joint pliers for 8 bucks. Or if you want a 2,000-pound capacity 25-foot cable hand winch, you can get it from Hallmaster for 24 bucks. And if you want a detailing airbrush, you can get this guy from Avanti for 20 bucks for doing some details and so forth. Or a universal bench grinder stand for 40 bucks. Some shears for $7 right there. 10-inch pneumatic rigid casters, there you go, 15 bucks for that. Another tabletop parts rack for 25 bucks. Need some engine degreaser for $50 right now. A fountain pump, you can get this guy for 8 bucks. A tire changer set from Maddox, a manual truck tire changer set for 100 bucks, normally 130, so that's 30 bucks off. A wood lace chuck set, 6-piece set for 100 bucks from Bauer, normally 140, that's 40 bucks off on that guy. You need a chain hoist, a 3-ton manual hoist, there you go, from Hallmaster, 103 bucks right now. You need some diamond braid rope, 3/8" by 100-footer for 7 bucks. From Voyager, a 10-pocket carpenter's leather tool belt for 13 bucks. And if you need a 2 3/4" articulated vacuum vise from Central Machinery, 15 bucks right now. A 30-degree professional framing nailer, you can get this guy from Pierce for 160 bucks. You need some medium quality brushes to do a little painting, 10 bucks right now. And some earplugs to protect your ears for 3 bucks. How about a metal shrinker stretcher set from Central Machinery for 120 bucks? Or a 3-inch cradle-style angle drill press vise from Doyle for 50 bucks. And some more stackable parts set, a 20-bin rail mount for 10 bucks. Earthquake XD 3/8" composite air impact wrench with twin hammers, 450 foot-pound capacity for 40 bucks, normally 60, that's 33% off. From Doyle, the 10-inch high-performance V-jaw groove joint pliers for 8 bucks, normally 11, so you save a few bucks there. And if you need some 2-cycle oil, you can get it for $2.70 right now. A 4-in-1 plumber's brush set, you can get it for 2 bucks. The combination cable bike lock, $2.70. And if you need a couple of different types of spray paint guns right there, you can get it from Black Widow, the professional gravity feed spray gun with side fan control. 2 different types, your choice, 120 bucks for one or 150 bucks for the other one. And a 30 by 16-inch 3-shelf steel service cart for 50 bucks from US General, normally 70, so that's a few bucks you save. And that's all the coupons that we have in this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.